Hello, today we will learn about the managing file and hardware resources. Now you can see here our today's topic is a resource. So what is the resource? A resource is an addressable file, hardware, device, object or network connection available on your system. LabVIEW includes VIs and functions to allow you to access your resources. So what is the resource again? Suppose you have one text file, one TDMS file, one CSV file, or you have one uh, yes Excel sheet. So that's addressable file we can use. Suppose you have any hardware like NI9232, NI USB 6001, these kind of the real-time data acquisition hardware you have. So also you can connect that hardware with the LabVIEW. Suppose you had designed one global function variable or any object, so also you can use that platform. You can use the internet connectivity with the LabVIEW using. Okay, so LabVIEW has the various VIs and functions that will allow you to access your resource. A resource are known. A resource are known to the system by a path. If you have any previously designed and developed file which you had stored on your PC, so that you can access through the path. You can access any hardware through the name or the through the port on in which port you had connected, or for the internet you can use the other identifier like IP numbers and other, right? So these are the resource. How can we access? To know about the access, it is a typical resource operation. It's a typical resource operation that you can use this. Okay, that you can use this typical resource operation. Now, the first one is open, initialize or create. Suppose you have already written one file, so you can open that file. Second, you have one file, you have one file which is already written, so you can use that file. Okay, so you can open that file. If you want to rewrite, so you can initialize. You want to write a new file, so you can create a new file. You can read that file or write. Suppose if you have a previously written file, so you can read. And suppose you want to create a new file to store a data, so you can write the file. Clear? And this open, create and replace, you can specify it with the device name. And all the functions are connected with the unique identifier from the beginning to end. Using the unique identity, you can channelize your complete program from left to right. That unique identity we call a ref num. A ref num is a absolute. Always it will be a unique and always, and after performing each and every time, after performing the task, each and every time it will be absolute, and when you will run again your program, so it will create a new ref num file. It's clear? Okay, now let's go to the next. Accessing resource. How can you access a resource? So suppose if you have any file, if you have any text file, on the text file you want to write something, so you can access this file like this. If you have any hardware, data acquisition hardware, and you want to utilize the data acquisition hardware, so you can use this format. If you have any third-party hardware, third party means non-NI platform, and it is the most important thing. If you are using the Emitek, Keysight, QQ platform, okay, Tectonics platform, so you can use all this platform. You can connect all this platform with the LabVIEW using the VISA virtual instrument server architectures, virtual instrument server architecture platform. So these are the three way, okay, to access the resources. Resources may be a executable file, except okay, or previously written file, or a file which is present on your PC, any device, third-party device, any object, or internet connectivity. Clear? Now we are going to talk about the file IO. Please open your LabVIEW, go into the and press Ctrl N, go to the block diagram and press Ctrl T, go to the block diagram, right click, you will get a file IO folder. When you will come into the file IO, so you will get a write spreadsheet, a read spreadsheet, write measurement file, a read measurement file, that create functions, the close functions, the write functions, the read functions, and all you can get here. So we have some high level, okay, we have some high level VI. So what is the meaning of VI? VI is virtual instruments. We have some high level VIs. These four are high level VIs. These four are high level VI. Rest others like this. All these are low level VI. These are low level VI and these are high level VI. Why? Because in high level VI, because in high level VI, you no need to custom you sorry now create any channel or input output. You need to just customize. But in low level VI, you have to write your program that I will explain today. Now, let's start this program. Okay. Now, open your LabVIEW, right click in the block diagram, come into the new VI. When you will right click on the block diagram, you will get this file IO. In this file IO, here I am going to take the open, close, and write text file. Using this function, we can able to create a new file on our PC. New file on our PC. Let's see. Now, let's make a connection like this. Press Ctrl H. You will know. Ctrl H. Control H, when you will press, you will get a context help. Now I had okay. Now we are getting the information about open, create, and replace. Using open, create, and replace, you can open an existing file, create a new file, or replace an existing file programmatically or interactively using the file dialog box. And you can directly call do it from the library. Now, using these functions, you can write your data and it will close your refnum. This will generate your refnum, that is refnum out, refnum in. No need to no okay you no need to know about all this functionality. Now right click here, come into the string. In this string you will get file path. You can right click and you can create a control. When you will create a control, so you will get a file path. Then right click, create a constant again. So this constant is about operations. So what kind of operation we have? So we have one operation is open, replace, create. Open or create, replace or create, or replace or create with confirmation. So I am going to keep it or replace and create, or replace or create. Clear? And it is our operation. Now come here and take a string control and make a connection this string control like this. Now you can see my program has been completed. Now I can write anything on my PC. So let's see. Here I am going to the document. In this document, sorry, this PC document, and in this document let's try to create any, okay, LabVIEW data, LabVIEW data, LabVIEW data, and let's see where I can create a summer training. Inside the summer training, it is day 21. Inside the day 21, I am going to write a program. I am going to create a folder. Sorry, inside the day 21, I want to create a file. So what can I do? Look at here. Right click. It is a browse button. Two things you have to remember. When you will click it directly, so it will redirect you anywhere of your PC. Depends upon, okay, the memory. Before going to that, you have to right click on this browse, okay, option, and you have come to the this browse option. Click on the browse option. When you will click, it will take few seconds, then you will get this pop-up window. Then select file and folder, new or existing, and press the OK button. Now here I am going to click and I am going to select the day 21. Day 21. FIRST first FILE file dot txt, first file dot txt. Here first file dot txt. Run this program. Now let's come here. You can see the first file dot txt has been created here. Right? I'm going to close it. Now suppose I want to write something about the LabVIEW. I want to write something about the LabVIEW. So for that here I am taking, I am writing some information. Like here I am writing inside that LabVIEW is a graphical programming language. LabVIEW stands for Laboratory Virtual Instrument Engineering Workbench, is a system development platform. Okay, these things I have written. Now look at here. If I will double click and open, so the first file is empty right now. Now run the program. Come there. Let's go to the day 21 and try to find out. Now you can see we are getting that information here. Okay, so in this way you can create a file like this. Now I am going to show you one more example. Right click, come into the new VI, press Ctrl T. Right click on block diagram, come into the file IO, place here, take open, take a right, take a close, select all, right click, visible item. Now make a connection like this. Okay, create control, take here this one, right click, create constant, come here, open or create, right click, open the label, operations. Everything is same like previous example, right click, browse options, file or folder, new or existing. Now suppose right click here, take a for loop, create constant, give the value 100. Here if I will take a mathematics, elementary, trigonometry, sine, right? Here I am going to do this programming. Okay, now it is our program. I think all of you are aware from this program. Can I connect this data to the text file? I cannot connect because it will take a text file. Text file means the data will be a string type. So what I need to do, I have to convert this numeric to the string. So come into the string and convert it into the decimal string. No, decimal will not work. Right click, come here and convert it into the fractional string. Now browse the file. Here I am going to save the SIN sign data dot txt. Save it. Now let's open our this folder. What is the folder name? And the folder name is day 21. Are you able to see? When I will run the program, it will generate. Okay, now you can see it generate a sign data. You will click, so you will get the complete sign data is available here. We can take a waveform, graph or chart here to display the data. Let's go to the block diagram, write a program, sorry, make a connection like this. Run. Now you can see, and if you want, so you can see here the system has been written or the system has been logged each and every data of this sine waveform. Now here I am going to doing some change, and change is, look at here, I.csv I had changed here, data.csv, that's I had changed here. Now run the program. You can see it generated the Excel file with the name of with the name of sine. Now you can see, if I want, so I can display this graph in the form of sine wave is same and as equal to the this waveform graph. Okay. So in this way you can easily create a text file or Excel file on your PC. Now the only data, if you are writing, okay, txt txt, if you are writing something and you want to say this is a data, so that, okay, so that is wrong. Data, what I want to explain, look at here. If I will say this sine data is a data of sine waveform, so it is not a correct, it is not appropriate. Why it is not appropriate? Because I am not getting any information related to the sine. Okay, so how can I record all the data? So for that we have to do some more programming. Here, break down the wire, right click, come here, and come into file IO, write text file, place here. I am taking one more write text file. Clear? Now in this write text file I want to give some information. Write, okay, data, developer developer name, sensor name, sorry, it should be replaced with the string. String, data developer name, sensor name, okay, थोड़ा आराम से बिना हल्ला के, थोड़ा आराम से. Data developer name, sensor name, sensor name, okay, sensor name, date and time, timestamp, timestamp, data recording, date and time, data recording, date and time. Data recording, date and time, right? After that, here you can write the number of sample. Okay, then you can take one more, sampling rate. All these informations are very critical, which and it is very and all this information are very critical and required. Okay, you can give the atmospheric temperature, room temperatures, and others. Okay, so now we have to join all these things here. So look at here what I am trying to do. So for that we can use one program, and that is format into a string program. Take this format into a string program, make a connection like this. Okay, create constant, open the label. In this create constant, you can write all the parameters. data developer name, data developer name slash, okay, column and slash percent s, then sensor name percent s date and time percent s sampling, sorry, number num number of sample number of sample sampling rate percent s small s, and here also a percent small s. Clear? Now we have to work some more. Only the data recording, the numeric data recording is not enough thing. We have to do something beyond that. Means you have to protect your data from piracy, protect your data from, okay, data become a wrong or false data. So how can we do? So whatever the essential requirement or essential information we can share, that's we can write using this kind of logic. Okay, number of sample and sampling rate. Sampling rate here I am going to point, okay, sampling rate here I am going to give the yes, okay, s, everything should be s is good. Mhm. It will be a f, point f, small f. It's also a point small f. Now I need our favorite program, and program is format date and time program. Format date and time program. Let's suggest the today's date and time and set now. Okay, data developer name NITES and Nitesh, PRADHN Pradhan, temp sensor, temp, okay, number of sample 1000, and sampling rate, sorry, number of sample 100, and sampling rate is also 100. Now something is required, create constant, sorry, let's run the program and check it where we are going the, okay, so now program is ready to execute. You can see here okay, program is going to execute now. Okay, and now open the science. you can see we are getting the complete information here. We are getting the complete information here, right? Now I can increase this function here. I can come here. Can I take this int upline constant? And I connect yes, int upline constant. If I will write the program properly, so it will look like this. So using this, we can easily give the data. But now you can see it's not look good. Now you can see it's not looking good. Okay, I can minimize this one. Okay, great. And now you can see it's not looking good. So I can come into the front panel. I can take a cluster. Previously I mentioned all these things. Name, keep inside temp, sensor name, okay, number of sample and sampling rate. Clear? This cluster is for the additional information. Control B. Now, what is the name of this program? Format into string program. Right click, come here, come into the cluster and take a unbundle by name. Okay, now it's look more concise and good. So using like this, you can design your program and you can represent your data in a better way. So what is the error here? Let's try to go to find out the format. So formatting are not same as we are getting. So which format is not same? Let's check the format is same or not. Here I am getting some error. Control B. Okay. Now it's perfect. And you can run this program and you can store your data with all the information. Okay. Suppose if I want to create a folder. Suppose if I want to create a folder. So first of all, I am going to save this program. Save file, folder and file. FOLD, folder and file. I have saved this program with the name of folder and file. Clear? Now look at here. Come into the file IO. You will get a file constant. Okay. Open a file IO. You will get a file constant. Okay. You will get a file constant here. Now right click, come here, come into file IO, you will get a file constant here. Let's take a default application directories function. Open the label, create indicator, run. When you will run this file directory, so you will get the location of your file, location of your file. On that particular location where I had saved my VI, I want to create a folder, and inside the folder I want to store the data. Why? Because whenever I came to my office, every day I need to create a folder, or every hours I need to create a folder, and that is a pathetic thing for me. And I want to save my time, and I don't want to create the folder every hour with a specific time. So for that, first of all, I will come into the file IO, and then I will come into the file constant. I will take this application directories. I will place here. You can do same. After placing the application directories, let's come here. Okay. Come into the file IO. In this file IO, there is the advanced features. Come into the advanced features. Sorry. Come here. Come into the build path. Build path. Take a build path and place here. Make a connection like this. Now take a string constant. Don't take a format, date, time, and format functions. Date, time, and format functions. And make a connection like this. Clear? From which location you can get this function? Come to string, format, date, and time functions. Then create constant. Sorry. Create constant. Write down percent d percent b percent y percent h, capital H, percent capital H, capital M, and percent capital S. Now right click, come here, come into the file IO, come into the file advanced file path. You will get these functions. Check if file or folder already exist or not. So take this one and place here. This will check your file and folder are already exist or not. Clear? After that, take a case structure. If file is already exist, so pass the data like this. If file is not exist already, then you have to create a new folder. Come here, come into the advanced file function, create folder function search, create folder, create folder, create folder, create folder, create folder, create folder, place here. Then right click, come into the file IO, build path, place here. Okay, right click, build path, right click. Okay, you can write the name here and make a connection. Suppose here I am writing LabVIEW data dot txt, LabVIEW data dot txt. Come here and run the program. Now you can see the May 2023, all these things we have get here. Now here I am going to change the date. It should be a small d. Run the program. 30 May 2023, it is my timing. Okay, now if I will come inside, so I will get one LabVIEW data and I will get all the data. So based on my second, it can create a new file every second. Whenever I will run the program, and I will try to, whenever I will run the program, so it will create a new folder every second. Now in front panel, I want to give users to choose. If I in the front panel, if I want to give okay, the independency of the user to choose the file type, but I know user cannot, we cannot completely believe on user and we cannot give them much access, or we can give them better choice in place of accessibility. Look at here. Here I want to create a enum. Earlier I had explained about the enum. I think you are aware about the enum. Right click, okay, edit item. So here in the enum, one is .txt file, txt, one is .doc file, one is .csv file, .csv file, and one is TDMS file, transmitted data measurement streaming file. 4 file format I had clicked. Okay, now file format, file type, ty, file type. Come here, it is my new concept, file type, right? Now using this platform, come here. Here I want to give the users to enter the file name. File name. User can enter the file name using this file name and file type. But there is one problem. And the problem is it is an enumerated data type. So here I will come into the string constant, convert the string into the array and make an array constant. Increase the size top to bottom. Right here .txt dot doc dot csv, sorry, csv dot tdms. Now Done. Okay. File name. Right click. Come into the file IO. Take index file array functions. Using this index file array functions, we can break down the file with the name of our file type. Then come here, right click, come here, take a concatenate function and place here and make a connection like this. In this way, you will able to create a complete user configurable file path, which I am going to explain right now. Look at here. Here I am going to give the new file nitesh and I am going to convert .doc and run the program. Inside this new one, here I am going to open it nitesh.doc. When I will open in the Microsoft Office, if it will allow, now you can see nitesh.doc file has been created. Okay, if I will select here nitesh.tdms and run the program, let's see here, it's create a tdms file. Suppose if I will convert it into the nitesh.csv and if I will run, so it will create a new file, sorry, and here you can get a new tdms file. All right, it's clear to all of you. Now using this way, you can create a folder, you can create a file, you can create a folder file and design all the algorithm very easily and carefully. Okay, here, so in this program we are doing the various things. Let's discuss about that. In the first section, this section, let's talk about the section by section. Okay, give me a moment only. Okay, sorry, give me a moment only. Okay, that is the section number 1, section number 2, section number 3, just second, the section number 3. Okay, section number 4. So in the first section, if you'll see, in this first section, okay, okay, using this first section, I am able to generate my data. I can generate my data using the first section. Using this section, section number 2, using these sections, I am generating the reference information related to the data. Using these sections, I am able to create a folder, dynamic folder. Using these sections, I am able to control the users. And using these sections, I am able to write and store the data. Is clear to all of you? If anybody wants to ask anything, then please call me. Here I am going to share the, okay, after this session, I will share the same video with all of you. You can watch and perform. Today I will explain how can we read the data from the PC.